Hey everybody, I'm just going down the road here. So there was another shooting. Well, there was another shooting in Portland. There was an officer-involved shooting, and they had blocked off part of 205 for most of the night. And I'm on Twitter, and I'm looking at this post talking about this, and of course, all the comments of the stupid Twitter mob, like, of course, cops shoot people all the time for no good reason. Portland has a history of racism. Look, okay, the fucking United States has a history of racism, okay, and that's not okay. But we can't fucking pretend it's still the year 1950, all right? Oregon did not have slavery because they didn't want black people at all. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say which is worse, because both are fucked up no matter how you look at it. But, people here, like, if you had to pick, like, and don't get me wrong, you get out in the country and you're just going to have more racists, period. But, like, you count up all the people in Oregon and see how many of them are racist, and we are one of the least racist places in the country. All right, I don't know. I have not met a lot of racist white people like here. You know, I've not met a lot of. I mean, if you there's parts of you know, there's parts of Gresham where, you know, you can move to Gresham. Move to 160, is it 162nd and Burnside where that Max stop is? And go move there. Move there for a little while. And see, you know, you'll see how you'll turn out when you leave there. And you'll leave there with a different perspective of, you know, these dangerous fuckers. And they're, you know, it's mostly white people that you have to worry about in Portland, because it's mostly white people, period, here. That's just how it is. But, like, it doesn't matter what skin color you are. If you're on the bad part of town, you know, there's going to be more drug dealers out there. And if that part of town happens to be black, like, that's none of my business. Like, I don't want to say, oh, I don't see race, because that's, like, that's what all the ignorant whiteies say. But, like, I'm concerned about the drugs and the crime, and if you got drugs and drug dealing and illegal weapons dealing and all this shit, you're gonna have a hood. And all these people are from the suburbs, and they want to get on Twitter and talk. You know, they want to talk about how racist Portland is and how racist the cops are. They're not racist. I'm an Arab, all right? I'm more, you know, I'm farther from white, however you want to say it, than the vast majority of these suburban fucks that want to get on Twitter and go, the cops are shooting everyone for being black. You know, blacks are more proportionately shot than whites by cops. Well, yeah, why is that? Can we get down to the why? Like, I understand there's a certain level of racism that exists within our police force, but if you're gonna lie about it, and say and say that they're shooting people just for being black, then for whatever, every time you do that, you're gonna bury any potential case of a cop being racist towards somebody. You're gonna bury all that because you're busy filling the news cycle with, every time someone gets shot, oh, it must be a racial issue. Let's fuck around and hog up the news, you know, the news networks and the Twitter feeds, and make up racism 5 seconds after the guy got shot. Maybe the guy had a gun. Maybe he reached 27 times and the cop said stop reaching, and the 14th time he went down his pants for something, they shot him because they didn't want to get a gun pulled on them. This is what I don't get. If you have to deal with a potentially dangerous individual, I just flipped off that asshole for cutting me off. If you got to deal with a potentially dangerous individual, you got to assume they have a gun. It doesn't have to do with being white or black. If you're a smart cop, you got to assume everyone's got a gun. Okay? And if someone keeps reaching and reaching and reaching and reaching, why would you want to sit there and wait to get shot by them? Because when that gun comes out, I'm telling you, they come out faster than you'd expect. I've seen enough videos to know. I've not had a gun pulled on me. I'm not going to pretend I'm a hood like all these suburban bitches on Twitter. Okay? You have to fucking put yourself in the cop's shoes. I know it's hard for you spoiled West Coast bitches. But if someone was putting you in danger, if someone was pointing a gun at you, if someone is shooting at you, would you not have a right to shoot back and protect your life? Oh no, you can't if you're a cop. You know, cops just have to sit there and take the bullets. Who's gonna protect you? Who's gonna protect these suburban bitches? Because you're either from the suburbs or you're a felon if you're anti-cop these days. 99% of the time. So which are you? The anti-cop person that's watching this shit right now. Which are you? Because I'm telling you, and I'm not, like I said, I'm Arab. I have more racial concerns than most of the people complaining on Twitter. And I know it's not a lot, but it's more than whites from the suburbs, okay? That want to talk about city problems, hood problems, okay? I forgot where I was going. Oh yeah, like I have more of a reason to not be enthusiastic about the cops than most of these suburban whites. But I'm gonna take everything at a case-by-case basis. If someone gets shot, I'm gonna do the research. It can't just be, oh, black male got shot by a white cop, so clearly racism, case closed. All cops are racist once again. Give me a break. Are you fucking retarded? Like I said, I am not pro-cop. I like to stay out of the cops' way. When I see the cops, I like to turn the other direction. All right. But most of the time, if you fight with the fucking cops, if you put your hand down your pants 14 times when they say stop it, if you run, if you run with a gun, usually when they get shot when they're running, they have a gun. That's another thing. You're shooting them in the back. Well, if you shoot at police or you pull a gun and run away into a crowded store, they have the right to shoot you. The majority of police shootings are justified. And I don't mean cover-ups. I mean, they're justified as in the cops' lives were in fucking danger. And these lazy suburban bitches didn't have to pay attention in school because they're spoiled by mommy and daddy. They didn't pay attention in English class or journalism class or whatever. When I grew up, we had to fucking cite our sources. We had to go to the goddamn library. We had to pull books. Fuck this. Guy with a cane crossing the street. I'm not dealing with that. We had to go to the goddamn library. And it was way more work than just posting a link. Motherfuckers will post a link and they don't even check the source. They don't check who wrote it. They don't check shit. They just go, aha! I'mRight.com says cop was being racist. The guy that killed George Floyd was a bad cop. I don't know if that made him racist. Maybe he's racist too, but we need to pay attention to his actions. Because he's had bad policing before that asshole that killed George Floyd, okay? So if we start paying attention to bad policing before we pay attention to, oh, maybe he's racist. Of course he's racist. Well, okay, then we'll just pretend he's racist and we won't get down to the fucking facts. We won't get down to the real problems where these cops are poorly trained and or they're doing shit that's illegal. These holds. You know, the reason why choke holds aren't allowed in a lot of states is because you have to know how to do a choke, pass someone out, bring them back to. Because when they come back to, they're not going to be fighting you. They're not going to have much in them. But you can't choke somebody if you don't know how to choke somebody because you'll fucking kill them. So, before everyone assumes I'm just pro-cop every time, I'm not. I'm totally not. But these bitches on Twitter, I don't know if they're just in and out of jail or if they're suburban and they want to look rough and tough and they want to look gangster rap. Because all this complaining about, you know how many dangerous fucking people I see complaining about profiling? You know, and then, or it's someone that's not dangerous, that's an honest, good person, that sees someone dangerous get shot, and then they call it profiling. They got shot because they did something dangerous, because they were putting cops in jeopardy. Put that on your fucking clipboard before you start posting bullshit to Twitter. Anyway, it's Mother's Day, and I got shit to do. Fuck you, Twitter social justice warriors, for being constantly full of shit, and that you're the reason why liberal cities are fucked up and full of riots, full of dangerous individuals, because you spread the fake news. I hate to use Trump's term, but it's true. You say all cops are racist and blah, 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 and then you wreck the city. And any racist cop out there is going to get a pass because you're busy crowding up the news cycle with your constant bullshit. I wish you would get the fuck out of our cities. I wish you would stop moving to all these liberal cities so you can wreck them because you don't need a job. So you have all the time in the world to cause trouble. That's what I think of you.